Now referee Frank Cappuccino will issue final instructions to the fighters. The bout not sanctioned as a title fight by any of the three world governing bodies, but supposedly recognized for title purposes by a variety of state athletic commissions. The rules used here in the state of New Jersey: the fight is scheduled for 15 rounds, scoring on the 10-point must system by 3 judges. Referee Frank Cappuccino doesn't score. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. There will be a mandatory 8 count on knockdowns. And round 1 begins. Cooney with the first few issues, 3 jabs.
You see the brace on Michael Spinks' right knee. That is something we've seen in fights before. It was a knee injury that kept him out of boxing earlier in his career. It's just preventative. He says there's nothing wrong with the knee, but he wants to make sure nothing happens.
Michael Spinks, historically a slow starter, particularly in the second fight against Larry Holmes, when he lost the first 4 rounds. Cooney, on the other hand, starts fast.
He generally starts fast, as judged by his record, except in the Holmes fight when he paced himself. But it's interesting to see if he jumps right on Michael.
He has contended ever since the Holmes fight that it was a mistake to pace himself, and he would not do it again.
You see right off that Michael is not running away, as many people expected him to do. He's moving his head. He's not giving him a set target, but he's not running. He's not on his bicycle. And there he's getting off a good 2-punch combination, generating that offense that we talked about. You have to give Gerry something to think about. You can't just let him walk in.
Spinks' trainer, Eddie Foote, has intimated to many that relieves Cooney can easily be hit with the right hand. Spinks has already landed 2 right crosses.
He just landed a low blow, that left hook blow that he landed so many times against Larry Holmes. I didn't hear a warning from the referee. Good right hand by Michael Spinks.
And indeed, it does appear in this round that Cooney is vulnerable to the Spinks overhand right, traditionally the best weapon in his arsenal.
And traditionally the best punch to throw against a left hooker. The overhand right against the left hook, countering the left hook.
So far, it has been Cooney's jab against Spinks' right hand. Under a minute to go in round 1.
Another scoring left hand by Michael.
The uppercut is something Cooney has used increasingly in recent bouts. Came back with a left and a right. 2 left hooks.
1 landed, 1 missed. That first combination seemed to bother Michael a little bit. Comes back with a good stiff jab of his own. And another one.
Crisp, precise jab by Spinks. Coming back with the right. 10 seconds to go in the round. Both fighters have done some damage.
Hit him with a left hook in the body. Every time you jab, you're going to block the jab. When you jab, expect him to go down. So be ready to go down with the double hooks in the body and a hook to the cheek. All right? Don't let it take your play with you. Take your time. Take your time. Keep it faint. Keep it faint. Stay close and be ready to go down all the time. Tick-tock all the time. Tick-tock. Nice and cool. Keep your elbows close to your body. Don't get overconfident. Keep your hand. Watch the right hand. Set him to throw the jab on the right.
Advice between rounds 1 and 2 from Cooney's trainer, Victor Valle, sometimes seen as his second father. Round 2 begins. Round 1 would appear to have been won by Michael Spinks, at least to these observers.
I thought Michael boxed an outstanding first round, did just what he has to do. Kept Gerry off balance with movement and with punches of his own.
Left hook.
Left hook and a right behind it by Cooney. Moved Michael a few feet across the ring. And you see more movement from Michael now. A little bit more respect for Cooney. He didn't land any of those punches.
Not as solid with the right as he was in the first round. Good jab.
is not a big part of his arsenal, but he does throw it well to the body. And that could take away some of Michael Spinks' movement.
And Spinks increasingly is standing still now again in this round, making himself available to Cooney's left hand.
Another good jab. He keeps getting that jab in between Gerry Cooney's hands.
He's been very accurate with his punches so far.
Gerry just scored a punch of his own, but then took another Michael Spinks jab in his face.
Already there is reddening around the nose of Cooney.
Another terrific left hand by Michael Spinks and another. Those jabs are doing two things. One, they're scoring points, and two, they're keeping Gerry Cooney from getting set and letting his own hands go.
Indeed, Cooney is not moving forward nearly as assertively as he did at the beginning of the fight or even at the beginning of this round.
Again, the Spinks jab gets home. Michael standing much more flat-footed now and getting the better of the scoring.
1 minute to go in round two. This has been an unusually fast start for Michael Spinks.
And a terrific right hand.
It will take an accumulation of blows for Spinks to be able to hurt Cooney. But he has indeed gained the respect that you mentioned a few moments ago, Alex.
You saw Gerry Cooney look over in his corner just then to Victor Valley. That may be a little bit frustration. Looking for some help from the corner and solving the problems that Spinks is presenting to him right now.
And indeed, one thing that most Spinks supporters expected was that he would be able to get inside Cooney's head and cause his self-confidence to erode. Another good combination inside by Spinks.
And nothing coming back from Gerry Cooney. He's allowing Michael to get in there, score those punches, and he's not giving anything back.
The first two rounds belong to Michael Spinks.
Terrific two-punch combination and a left.
Spinks followed that jab in with his head to get inside, score heavily there to Cooney. Their heads are very, very close. And it's apparent here at the end of round two that when their heads met, that Michael Spinks got accidentally butted and cut, as you see by his disgusted reaction.
And now, cutman Percy Richardson goes to work in Spinks' corner. There you can see it right on the eyebrow, very close to the bridge of the nose. Michael Spinks with something brand new to worry about as they get ready for the bell and the beginning of round three.